Howdy, howdy, howdy. Did you find it?
Well, I've watched almost all the romances.
Okay, you guys, I'm getting links. Give me a second.
I've watched almost all the romances on Netflix, so I'm moving to Tubi.
Give it a second.
Oh my God, Mom, have you seen?
Hello, hello, hello. I'm sharing links, and then we will be good to go. Excuse me. Who's here? Somebody's here. Hello. We'll give everybody time to get here, and then we'll get started. Hi, Lori. Oh, Lori was here. Lori was hanging out. It takes forever sometimes for it to get going. Not sure why. So we give it a little bit. It's a little early. A lot of people come in at the last minute. How are you feeling, Lori? I know you've been feeling pretty rough lately. Hello, everybody. Hi, Kay. How are you? Stuff piled everywhere where I was getting stuff ready. Oh, you got a really bad headache again? Oh. Okay, Marty. Yeah, sometimes it delays. I mean, Facebook's not exact, or Facebook. YouTube sometimes takes, a little bit to get everything going. I'm going good. I'm doing good. Staying busy. Had to go out to go to the grocery store today, so I did do that. Oh no, I didn't do that. My husband and my son did that. I got things ready for them to go. And then they went, so. But I've been lazy today, so I haven't got a lot done today. Hopefully my lights will be better today and you can see a little bit better. I'm going to lower this down a little bit. See if that helps a little bit. Oh, yeah, well, just take it easy. Try not to overdo it. Is it allergies? I know when, man, the allergies here get crazy. My head just kills me. Hi, Mindy. Mindy's here. How are you today, Mindy? Look at my piles of teaspoons. Aren't they pretty? We'll give everybody a little bit to get here. Is everybody having a good Friday? Ready for the weekend? I know I am. I'm doing good. Once I finally got wheels under me, it took me forever today to get started. I just couldn't get myself going. But once I did, I was okay. I got some new books. Some new old books. Some new really old books. Some are newer, but they're really cute. So I might show everybody those. Giggles. Hey. She can't hear me. She's not listening. Lainey. Hand me my pile of books.
I decided to go to the Masked Singer because I want to watch Never Stop Coming. That joke's getting to me. I need something light.
I got a pile of books. Oops, they're upside down now. A whole pile. Look, I got my book got here today. I'm in love with it. Isn't that pretty? I'm using this for my steampunk cover, and I love the aging on it. Like, look at that. That is awesome. I'm in love with it. Mom's here. I know, Mandy, look. And I mean, look at those pages. They are awesome. And they got tons of little pictures in them. Look at the age even on the pages. So I'm excited about that. So I have to share you. Look, and I got a baby one. He's so tiny. But we're going to do a project with him, so I named it him. His name is Gunther. This book's name is Gunther. I know, pretty crazy that you name books, huh? He's so tiny. He is. Where's my ruler? He's so cute. I know, isn't he cute? He is, let's see. 2 7/8 by 4 15/16. I'm so excited to get this little one. He's so cute. I'm excited about him. And I got some other ones, and I got one newer one. Hi, Mama. Mama got her phone back, got her phone fixed. We'll give everybody a little bit more time to get in, about 5 after, and then we'll get started. Look, Mama, I got books. I got books. My mom has my passion for books. She loves books. Look at that one. He's so cool. He's from 1956. But he's a remake in 1956. They remade the one from 1900. So it's got all the original, let me see if you can, all the original stuff from 1900 in it is what it is. But it's a remake from the 50s. And it's got the real old pictures. I'm so excited. He's so cute. Oh, me too, Marty. I got it and I was sniffing them. They were like, what are you doing? But this is from 1956, but I actually purchased a copy that was scanned of the 1900 version. So I have the pictures from there. So when I make a kit, I'll be able to match it to the 1900. Oh, Mandy, you will love them. Oh, Mom, we went to the Goodwill again. Did you get me anything? I always ask my mom if she gets me stuff when she goes to Goodwill. Oh, nice, Brenda. I love old books. I mean, I have a lot of old books. I should get my old books and show you guys one day. Just the older ones that I got. I have some old cookbooks too, but I have a copy of, if you remember Charles Lindbergh that flew the plane across the Atlantic, well, his daughter wrote a book about his trip, and it has his little hand-drawn maps and stuff in it, you know, when they reprinted it. And I think it's from like 1933, 1937, something like that. I actually found it at the Goodwill and got it for 39 cents. Hi, Kylara. Happy Friday. I know. I'm so glad it's Friday. And my husband doesn't have to work this weekend, so he's going to be home the whole weekend. Yay. Okay. I just like try to give everybody a little bit of time to get in. Okay, Marty, try going out and coming back in because I'm not buffering on mine. Is anybody else having any trouble with buffering? You may have to go out of YouTube and come back in. Sometimes it does that. And see if that helps some, because I know I'm not having issues. Does anybody else have an issue with buffering? Oh, Kylara, awesome. That is so cool. I bet you are so ready. Okay, I'm not either. Nope. Okay, yeah, Marty, just exit out, go out of YouTube and come back in, and it may just be a bad connection for you on that one. Okay, so I will show you my book, and we can see what it is. I'm so excited. I love them. Okay, so this is the 1956 Wizard of Oz, because I'm going to do a Wizard of Oz book. And I'm actually going to do the Do-Si-Do like I did the Butterfly Serenade, if anybody's seen that. And it's sort of an S-style binding. And I'm going to do one side is going to be all in black and white. And then the other side is going to be all in color. Hi, Kathy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So this is it. And I mean, it's a soft back, but it's from 1956. Which, I mean, I like the pictures, and I can go in with my watercolors and color them after I scan them. Or I may just color these originals since it's 1956. I don't know. I haven't decided what I'm going to do with this or not, because this one's going to be for me, so it's personal use. I'm not reselling it or anything, so I don't know what I'll do with it yet. So I got that one. It was like the not so exciting one, but I liked it. Then I got this one, and this one is, he's another sort of, oh, I bet. My dad used to drive a truck, Kylara, so I know how that is. This one is 4.5 by 5, and let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 16ths. And it is Dickens' Christmas Carol. You know, I'll try to hold it up so you can see it. And he's an itty bitty. I loved this one. You guys, I got this book for $3. $3. And I mean, you can even still read the spine. But get this. I love the age inside. And it is by Macmillan. It's got Macmillan's pocket books in the front. Okay. And it's got the little Macmillan symbol. Can you guys see that? Let me tell you where. 1913 for $3. I was like dying. And I mean, look at the age on it. I mean, I'm like, I don't even want to tear it apart. I'm like, I think I'll keep this one. Hi, Kath. Oh, yeah, we're always talking about you when you're not here, Kath. But anyway, it has Dickens' A Christmas Carol in the front and the Cricket on the Hearth in the back. And I don't know if the Cricket on the Hearth has a different, no, they were both, and it was 1913 that they made the book. I actually found this on eBay. So I was super excited about that for not it being a 1913. So I was excited about that. Well, then I knew I had this, and I want to scan it and use some of the pages out of it. With it being 1913, I can do that. But I don't want to tear it up because it's just too precious. So I got this, and I actually found this on eBay too. I got it for like $7. It was a little bit more, but I like the fact it has the little slipcase with it. with a Christmas Carol on it, and then I can cover the back and, you know, put whatever I want over it because it's just about the story, so I really don't care about that. So I'm going to keep this on here and this here. Maybe, you know, add some lace or whatever. And then I'm going to decorate this side in like the vintage part. Then I'm ripping this book apart because I don't know if you guys will be able to see the spine because it's embossed, but it says A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens, and it's real fancy embossed in there. And then it's got A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens on the front. And the front, let me see if I can, oh yeah, there you can see it, where it's all stamped and embossed. So I loved this for a cover for a journal. So I'm going to actually make my journal in here and then have the slip cover to slip it in. So I have to make sure I keep my size down and then decorate the back. But, and then it has the gilded pages on the end, which I like. And I can use this, you know, and stain it. It actually has the title page from Dickens' manuscript in it, which I liked. But it's the edition that's based off of the 1922 edition. So yeah, and you know, I can use all the book pages for all of my ephemera and all of that. And there are some pictures in it, which are really nice. I mean, they're really pretty colored. And then there's some black and white pictures. So I'll be able to use the inside of this to do it. So I thought that was pretty cool, but I didn't want to tear up my old one after I got it and seen the shape that it was in. I don't mind if they're in horrid shape, taking, you know, like the covers and redoing them, especially if they're messed up. But this one is in such good shape that I can't make myself, you know, tear that apart. So, and it was hand bound because if you see the space up here, then you go down here, there's no space at all. So it was hand bound and it slipped when they were binding it. So I was happy with that. Then I got, let me go here. This is my steampunk one I'm using. I was sort of showing it off earlier. And it's got the gold on it. I love it. And I'm doing nothing to this cover, you guys. And I'm going to do a hidden binding, obviously, because I want to keep the outside the way it is. I love that. I love the aging on the outside and on the back. And the covers are in excellent shape. So I'm not going to do anything there. But the book itself is starting to, you can see where the signatures are starting to wear loose. So that's not going to bother me too much. This is from, let me look again, because 1895. But there are some pictures in it. And the pictures are really nice. So I'm going to be able to use these pictures maybe in like a digital kit of some sort. And I love the way the people look. I mean, you know, because it's like that Industrial Revolution age, which I mean, technically would go with the steampunk thing. So I may sort of include these pictures in my steampunk kit because although it's not as, you know, it doesn't have the mechanical side, it has the historical side. I mean, when you look at, you know, the way they dress and everything else, it's pretty. But yeah, so really good pictures in that. So I was happy with that too. And I didn't pay hardly anything for any of these books. So, okay, let me move these over here. And you guys are going to die because this book I am scanning. I will be scanning the whole entire thing. I will be uploading into my Etsy shop. If anybody wants to buy it, I will be scanning it in. It will take a while. It'll take me a while because I have to be extremely gentle with it because I don't want to break the binding or anything. It's from 1893. It is Florence Home Needlework. It's from the Nonotuck Silk Company, copyright 1893. And I mean, you can see how clear that cover is. There is some, you know, where it's starting to separate, which, you know, hi, Elizabeth. I'm going through some books I got. It does have really, really good pictures in it. This is the 1893 edition. And the Nonotuck Silk Company was from Florence, Massachusetts. But look at the pictures, guys. I mean, it just screams, make me a sewing kit. So I was extremely, and I mean, it's got, you know, sewing it. It's got, you know, there's actually patterns on, you know, how to do it. there's how to make a doily. Just a ton of things on here. How to crochet your lampshade. And then they've got, so I think it would be cute to make like a crochet kit out of, which I crochet. So, I mean, I sort of like that whole concept. There's some really pretty, like the lampshades and stuff are gorgeous. And it's got like darning silk on the bobbin, or on the, yeah. It's got a mulberry leaf in it, which I thought was really weird because they're talking about, the silkworm spinning cotton. So it actually has some naturey type stuff in there. So, I mean, there's just a variety on how to do it. How to use a crochet wheel. Some old patterns. I love it. And I mean, you don't usually find them, in this good a shape with the photos as nice as they are. So what I will probably end up doing, because I want to be able to do these in high quality so you could use them. I may scan it and sell it as a PDF. But if I do that, I will put it on a disc and actually mail it instead of as a download, so you can get higher quality. So, because I mean, I wouldn't want to lose the quality of the pictures. I mean, because the pictures are just fabulous. And I won't tell you guys what I paid for this because you would absolutely be crazy if you knew what I paid for this. But I had to have it. I'm like in love. Look at that. I mean, look at that. It's just, and I haven't got to the best part yet. So look at the alphabet. I mean, seriously, get out. Those pages right there would be cool to put in a journal just by themselves. And they've got them in different fonts. I mean, look at those. Look at that thread. That's amazing. Envious is the word. I mean, look. I mean, sorry, guys. I told you I get excited about books. So, yeah, I am excited about doing a kit with this. How to darn your socks and make your socks. How cute are those? Nope, I'm not telling you. I mean, look at that. The problem is because of the way the binding is in this, where it is in bad shape, it is going to take me forever to get it downloaded or to get it scanned. And then when I purchased it, the guy sent it and he said, hey, I found this along with it. It was tucked inside, so I wanted to make sure it went with it. There's a McCall embroidery catalog book. Okay. Now, I did not look up to see when this was done, and I probably need to find out how old this is. But look, you guys, it's an envelope. So that's definitely going to have to be in that kit. But inside are all little embroidery design strips on the iron-on paper. No, well, yeah, the price was 15 cents. Or 10 and 50. It says McCall Patterns, 10 cents and 15 cents, none higher. But it has the embroidery strips that you iron on. I mean, seriously, I am in love with it. So I was excited about it. And being from 1893 and being in that shape, I was super excited. But yeah, so I'm going to have to check up and see like this exact, because it has a number for the pattern, and find out, what this itself costs. But I'll be able to scan those too, which I think is awesome. And he gave that to me for free. I was like, huh? Crazy. So I was happy with that. Then I got my little Precious. Look at him. He's so cute. I named him Gunther. Yes, I named my books. Let me put this back down here so at least you can see a little bit better. I named him Gunther. And he is so cute. And he is teeny tiny. And I already did his measurements, but I'll do them again in case you weren't here. He is 2 and 7/8 by 4.5. He is itty bitty. And he is less than a 1/4 inch thick. Okay, and I named him Gunther, and I'll tell you why. Open it up. It is a German ledger book for contributions that were made to the Evangelical Lutheran Church in Michigan. And the minister was John Franklin, and it's from June 3rd, 1908. Yes, I named him Gunther. So this is the first page, and there's the little title page, and it'll tell you, the John Franklin, 1908. I had to look up all the German because I don't speak German. But check it out, you guys. There is 1908. All of the little donations they took into the church from people for 1908. Okay. And it's got the months in there and everything. There is 1909 and 1910. 1911 and 1912 are filled out. 1913 and 1914 are filled out. 1915 and 16. 1917 and 18. That's the middle of the book. 1919 and 1920. 1921 and 22. Oops, I'm out of screen again. Sorry, guys. 23 and 24. 25. And 26 wasn't dated. 27 and 28. And 1929. And then he is undone in this little back cover back here, but I mean, that's a pretty easy fix, but I'm not fixing it because I don't want to touch him. But yeah, so 1909, 20 years worth of contributions that were made to the church. I thought that was so cool. And he's so little. So I'm going to actually scan these, and I will upload it to my Etsy shop. So if people want them, they can have them because I can scan them at extremely high quality and keep them. I'm going to keep him small like he is, but then I'm going to do like half page sizes and then full page sizes. So you have your option of what you want. But I'm actually I'm going to do a project, probably one of my, I don't know, we may do it on a PJ Friday. Maybe something fun to do. When he's small enough that not that many pages, you can do it. But I think he's absolutely cute. So he was my favorite. So that was my books. Like, I have others coming. They're not here yet. These were just the ones I got so far. So I'm super stoked and happy with my books. And I like Florence and I like Gunther. Yes, I name my books if I really like him. And this one's name's Florence because, it makes sense. And this is Charles. I know you guys can laugh at me. That's okay. Elena. But I actually worked in a library through all middle school and high school. So yeah, I am a book fanatic. It's not just like books now. I've always had a book fascination. I have way too many books now. Okay, so yes, that's Gunther. He is a contribution church ledger from German.
So basically, put it back down.
Germany, yep. He's from 1909 to 1929.
Oh, old.
Okay, so yes, The Wizard of Oz is from Bring me The Wizard of Oz. The Wizard of Oz. You may have missed that, Kathy Jean. Kathy?
Y'all making me work today.
Oh, really? You had to get up twice off the couch.
4.
Yes, it is a 1956. He was made in 1956. But some of my books are he, some aren't.
I'm going to guess Gunther's a he.
His name's Frank.
Frank.
But it's from 1956, but he is a facsimile of the 1900 version. So all the pictures are identical to the one in 1900, which I'm trying to find an original copy of without having to pay, my daughter or an arm and leg. So
what?
I'm not too concerned about taking this one apart. Hi, Inspired to Craft. What is your name? Oh, Amanda. Who's two old people in a van? That is so cool. I love your name. So yeah, I'm excited about that. So, okay. So today, you guys know we've been working on our My Dearest Jane kits books on Monday and Tuesday. So I'm trying to get some stuff like, stocked up for that. So I'm ready to go. And I needed some cheesecloth. So I thought I'd already made my vintage white. So, okay, this is my standard white. This is my vintage white. So you can see the cream color. And then this was my vintage tea rose. And if you guys notice the names, because I want everything to sort of be cohesive, it's Jill and Bill. Oh, that's funny. I love the name. Awesome. Well, welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, Kathy. Still in your PJs? Yes, because you're still in the morning. Well, it's 9:30 here, so but I want to, keep the colors cohesive through my journal. I'm making a lot because I'm not just doing the TN. I'm actually going to do a full-size journal for my personal self too. So that's why I made so much. But this is the vintage white. This is the vintage tea rose. And if you remember, I based these off of the folk art colors. These were pretty much the 3 colors I decided that I loved that went with the My Dearest Jane kit. These are folk art. They come from Walmart. You can order them online or wherever. But this one is 515E Vintage Photo, and it's a matte finish acrylic paint. And it's the Plaid Company, but they're folk art. And then the Vintage Tea Rose is 6451E. And everybody always asks me, so I thought I would go ahead and tell you. And then the green is Mossy Meadow, and it's 6456E. So how do I make my cheesecloth? Because a lot of people ask, because, we use sprays. We use our inks. I mean, we do a lot of different ways that we color our cheesecloth, our lace, anything like that. So, and I use all of those ways, but I wanted to use these colors. I wanted to be able, to use my jelly plate and use them in there and all kinds of stuff. So I do too. I love green anyway, but this green is phenomenal. Hello, Carol. Carol, are you eating lunch today? Carol's always eating lunch. So I actually use the folk art paint to color my cheesecloth. And I will show you how. Let me get my brush out of here where I was doing my pink earlier. And I actually use the paint, and I know a lot of people will go, but what? And you would think that, because when paint dries, it gets hard. Or we think that paint gets hard. Sometimes it does, depending on what it is. You have no idea what a jelly plate is. A jelly plate is a plate made out of gelatin that you use to paint on. I used one in the video that we made last night. It is basically, if you think of Jell-O, it is mine are dirty because I didn't clean them last night, but they are basically just like if you think of kids playing with like Jell-O jigglers, it's basically what it is, but it's flat. Well, when you paint on it, it can dry, but because it's gelatin, nothing sticks to it. So you can layer multi-layers of paint and then pull them up. So you can mix the paints together. Like this is actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different types of paint in coats. So, and you can get them in different sizes. Ranger sells them. This is a Ranger set. Well, it's actually a Delusion set, but it's by Ranger. And you get, in this set, you get the small rectangle, a circle, and then you get a nice 5.5 by 8. So you get in 3 different sizes. Yeah, you can get 8 by 10s. Ranger also has another one that is a 9 by 12. So you can do a full 8.5 by 11 sheet. And I really like that. So I love the 5.5 one. It does journal size pages. But if you just want like a rectangle background and then you want to, collage over it, this one works great. Of course, the circle works great for anything. And then this is just one of the storage tins that they sell to store them in. So that's what that is. So, but even when I use paint on these, it doesn't get hard. I mean, you can tell it's bending. It's not crunchy. There's no firmness to it. And I use the paint to do it. Now, I do have places and areas on here where it looks like it's white. It is actually pink. It is just extremely light. But I wanted different tones in it. Because, if you think of roses, you have different tones. And I like doing my greens the same way. So I'm going to do my green now. And you can do lace this way and everything. So if you don't have a spray in a certain color, and you can make an acrylic spray and use it. But, sometimes you run out and buy something and you want to use it right then and you don't want to take the time, or you don't have a 2-ounce bottle or whatever. And I'm still looking into 2-ounce bottles and I haven't got an email back yet. So when I get that email back, I'll let you know. So I just spray some water on and then I just mix my paint till I get it mixed up really well. I mean, you don't want like any big chunks or anything like that. So, and you could do this in a bowl if you're one of those ooey about getting things dirty type people. But if you do mixed media, you're not worried about getting things you're usually not that worried about getting things dirty because that's part of the process. Okay. So, and then I just sort of smash all the stuff out of my brush all over because I can use that. And then I drop it in water. And then I just take my cheesecloth. Yes, there are tons and tons of different Jelly Plates videos. Elizabeth, if Elizabeth's on here, Elizabeth, throw your link up. Elizabeth does them. She's on here. She does a lot of Jelly Plate stuff, and she is phenomenal. All right, so then I just drop it in, and I'm not worried about, getting my hands dirty because it's acrylic. I can spray some water on them. It cleans right up, so it's not going to be real horrid. And, there isn't a lot of smell or anything like that. So I just start by getting the paint on there. And I may have to use some more because this is a big piece. And I don't usually do pieces this large. Okay, then I just take my water bottle and spray some water in it. And then as you add water, that's going to loosen that down. Yeah, I'm going to have to add more paint because I'm going to have to add more paint. But I normally don't do this big of a size. But I love this green so much. And I love the color of this green. And I'm, working on this My Dearest Jane kit. And then I'm going to be starting Anita's Holden kit. Or Anita's Holden journal too. So, I know I'm going to use that green. So, because I just love this green. So I'll use it in like tons of stuff because it's that very Victorian green. And it's so hard to find that delicate color green. So I was just so excited when I found this. And these all have like what they call the vintage stickers as part of the vintage set. And so I'm just going to scoop it around and pick it up, and then you just start working it through. And I'm not worried about my hands because I can spray my hands. And yeah, see, Dawn, that's exactly how I am. I don't have, I've got a lot of sprays because I've made them, but yeah, but doing this is just so easy. And I'll show you in a minute because I'm going to do some pink on some lace. Lace takes it too. Oh, you're welcome, Elizabeth. Go over and subscribe to her channel. She does some awesome Jelly Plates. Some jelly prints. And like I said, if you're worried about having a mess or whatever, just about everybody goes to Dollar Trees and stuff like that. Dollar Tree has, let me see what I did with them. Oh, I think I put them up though. Oh, no, here they are. I keep a bunch of these around. Dollar Tree has these. They're Cooking Concept. They're chopping mats. They're 2-piece, but they're 11 by 14. So you can cover whatever area you have. Oh, good morning, Sandra. So you can cover your area so you don't get it all gunky if you want to. And the cool thing about the cooking mats is, you can rinse them off under the sink the best you can, and you can throw them in your dishwasher. But yeah, a lot of times people just don't think about, using things. And I'm one of those. I play with paints and inks and dyes and pigments and all that kind of, that's what I like doing. Like all the time. So, and then I just use my drying, my gun. Now you can throw it in your dryer. I don't like throwing it in my dryer just because I'm always scared that, the minute that I do, it'll get somewhere and, it'll get on clothes or something. So I just dry it with my heat gun, throw it over a line. If you hang your coffee dyed papers or your tea stained papers, just hang it over a shelf. I have a 24 by 48 inch shelf that's metal. It's like one of the garage storage shelves, but it has the different holes where you can move the levels up and down. Go to the store and get the little curtain rods that have like the little round ends on the bottom that pulls into 2 pieces. You can put that right through the holes on your shelves that you have, where you can move them up and down if you have a metal shelf. And you can hang your ribbon on that. You can dry stuff on it. I mean, it works out. Plus you have your storage space. So you're sort of getting, killing 2 birds with 1 stone. But yeah, and then I just sort of dry it with my dryer. And I'll show you in a little bit that, and it doesn't matter what color it is. Now, like if you want to use gold, you'll have that gold shimmer on it. If you use glitter, then you're going to have the glittery stuff. But the paint that has glitter in it is okay. But the extreme glitter paint stuff that they give, actually has like a glue base in it. And it doesn't, I don't like it. I don't like the way that it does. And it's dry and it's done. So, there I've got, 28 inches worth of green to use, and it's dried and ready to go. And it took me all of 10 minutes, if that. And that was drying it. So, I mean, if I'd have hung it up, it would have taken even less. So I have the green and the pink. And I mean, look how gorgeous those are together. I mean, they're gorgeous by themselves. But then if you throw the vintage cream in there with it too, they're just perfect. I love it. So, I've got green on here, so I'm not going to worry about that. So I will get some lace and show you guys. You can do lace, and me too, Carol. It is probably my all-time favorite paint out of all of the paints that I have. But I love green, but I love this color green. And again, and you can make this, like if you need to do a bunch of it, just put more water in it. It's still going to carry that color. You just have to make sure you mix it up really good, or you'll have just watery spots. So if you're going to do a bunch of stuff, put it in a bowl, maybe put like a half a teaspoon, and then throw a couple cups of water in there. You're still going to get a nice version. I like it, more close to what the actual color is if you paint it. So, that's why I do it. So let me grab some of my lace here, and I'm just going to cut off a piece of it because I want some green lace. I thought it would be really pretty. And so I just have, this is just your basic like eyelet lace, but it's one of my favorites. And so I'm going to put it in, except for the hair. I'm going to put it in just like I do the cheesecloth. and just sort of move it around. And again, you do have to get your hands dirty. So, you know, if you don't want your hands dirty, then wear some gloves. And I'm just adding some water because it will help move that green around. And then as I get in there, I can actually squish it. And then I just sort of pull it apart and sort of look, see, you know, if any of it didn't get dyed or didn't get covered. Nope, it looks pretty good. Looks like I got it all. So I'm going to put a little bit of water on here. And I like, this is just, you guys break into your husband's garages. Or, you know, if you don't want to do that, Harbor Freight. If you're familiar with the Harbor Freight or even Walmart, any of those places, and you need, you know, you want a good towel to wipe up with or whatever, you can get the workshop towels that they have, and you pay like, I think I paid $9 for 50 of them. You know, and so when you get done, just throw them into a bucket with some water, let them set overnight, you know, wring them out like you normally do, and throw them in the washer, and they wash just perfect. So there's the green. Isn't that gorgeous? I mean, look at that. Isn't it cute? And again, you just dry it like you do the other, or hang it up to dry, whichever you want to do. And it works the same way. So yeah, you can also buy, let's see, do I have any in here? No, I don't have any in here because I moved it all. You can also use crochet yarn and use it on crochet yarn and have, you know, like green yarn or any of your fancy white, you know, toppers that you use, your eyelash trim, whatever, you can do all that too. And if you have the fabric and you go to use it and it doesn't want to take dye, just get a bucket of hot soapy like Dawn dish detergent or whatever, soak it in there for a little bit, then wring it out just like if you were washing it. Wring it out, rinse it out, throw it in your dryer, let it dry, and it'll take the color. Some of them just have coats on them of different things, so it doesn't want to be as receptive to the color. Yeah, Kathy, it does. It goes by really fast. So, I mean, honestly, like, okay, like tonight, I'm sitting here, you know, get how many ever colors you want, you know, plan out. If you know you're going to work on, you know, 2 or 3 journals and you know what they're going to be in the future, you set out and do it all at once. You make one mess to clean up. It takes you a couple hours and you have all the lace and everything matching that you need for your next journal. Or, you know, or 2 or 3 journals. Because, I mean, I'm going to use some of this in a nature journal too, so. And it's dry. I mean, look at that. And you can't tell that it was ever white to start with. Oh, nice, Sandra, out on your balcony. What is the temperature like there? Okay, so I've got that green lace. Oh, Kath, you're welcome. You know me. If I figured it out, I try to share it. That's my... The white crochet thread to use like under tags or, you know, embellishments, you know, so you have that, what is the word I want to use? Like that nest of string underneath of it. and just, you know, smush it up. It does, your hands do get dirty doing it, but yeah, or if you're doing like a blue or anything like that. Heaps of birdies today. Awesome. Yeah, but it's also, I'm going to set this to the side. I'll dry that in a minute, and I'm going to go ahead and use that since it's there. But yeah, if you have, yeah, and you know, that white eyelet lace like that and stuff, Dawn, you can get like so cheap. But if you go, you know, in the same exact aisle and try to grab something that has some color to it, you know, then it's, lace is expensive if you try to buy it like that. Yep, and it works like I said with, and you can use the apple barrel paint from Walmart will work too. Just any kind of, this is acrylic. Did I just do that to a white doily? Oh no. Oh, bye, Dawn. Thanks for stopping by. Come back and see us again. But, you know, if you go and you buy a spray, you're going to pay, oh, you know, you're going to pay, oh, what, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, depending on what brand you buy, even more than that. Dollars. And you go to Walmart if you buy the apple barrel. I would say apple bottom. That's a generational thing, I think. But, you know, and buy it for, you know, 50 cents a bottle. Stay safe, please. Stay healthy. Take care of that family. And if you put enough water in there, you get where you can really squeeze it and that water moves around and that water carries the paint through. You know, and then if you have a couple, you know, a spot that looks white or whatever like that, then since I already have it, I'm going to go ahead and wipe this up and then I'll move it around a little bit. Let me set it to the side. And I always like to spray the board underneath of it. That's just me, I guess. And now my water bottle, I will tell you this because before somebody asks, because they'll say about germs, because of water out of your tap or whatever, I use bottled water in my spray bottle just so I don't have any like additive germs, you know, bacteria or anything from like a well or, you know, city water that maybe they didn't get. So pull my string out here because it doesn't take long to dry. Lay my little green doily out. Isn't it pretty? Then you've got that doily that matches, which I love. I love the fact that, you know, you can have, I can use this green in the background. So I could use this green as, my nose is itching, I'm sorry guys. I use this green as leaves and maybe use some of my pink cheesecloth and make some of the cheesecloth. I love the doily. I love doing the doilies because it's hard to find colored doilies. Now I will tell you, this doily right here is one of those goofy little crocheted. You get 2 in a pack at the dollar store for like $1 or $2. Not the Dollar Tree, but like at the Dollar General or whatever. You get maybe $1 or $2. You get 2 of the just the, you know, the little doilies. But that looks very vintage to me. Plus now I can take like anything that I have that's white, and I can use the vintage white that I have and turn it into that really pretty. So that's dry. So now, technically, if I wanted to do my spine in this, I could run this through beeswax and, have wax thread that I could do my spine with. Or I can just use it like this. Or I can use it to, to do with the closure around my envelopes. There's a ton of things you can do with string, but now I have it in green, which makes me happy. The name of the green paint is, it's Folk Art. It's 6456E, and it's called Mossy Meadow. No, I'm trying to do that near my mic. So it feels like it did when I did it. You can tell there's no bend or fold or nothing to it. It acts just like it always does. Yeah, it doesn't dry crunchy. I think because I'm not using straight paint, Carol. I'm adding the water, so it breaks down some of the pigment, some of the pigment in the paint. You're welcome, dear. Oh, Carol, you're welcome. Anything for Carol? Hey, Carol, did you see my mom was on here? Mom's on here today. She got her phone all figured out. Got it ready to go. Nope. See, I have a little light spot right there. I can see it. So if you're drying it and you notice, like I noticed there's just a teeny tiny spot there. So I'll just put a little dot on there of the paint. A little water. There's another hair. You guys, I'm shedding. I think it's allergies or old or something. I don't know. And then I can just dye that little part. Nope, and it's all fixed and it's all green. If you get the fabric, which fabric what are you talking about? On which ones? The only thing I worry about if you put a lot of water on it is if you have more water in one spot than another, where if I mix it on the thing, then it's all mixed up and stuff. So, but yeah, you could try it. This is just the way I do it because, it's easy for me to grab my spray bottle and work it because I don't have a sink in my craft room. So, and my camera and everything's in here. So now sometimes when I dye, I will, on anything. I don't know, but I'm going to do some fabric in a minute. I can try to spray it and see if it works. I'm just trying to wipe some of that water up yeah, you could try it. I don't know. On the cheesecloth was where the dots and stuff were. Are you talking about on here? Well, there was that one little spot, but I think it's where I didn't hit it into. It was right on the edge. So I think as I picked up the dye, I just didn't notice that spot. And I do that sometimes. Especially I'm trying now, not, to take all day to do it. Yeah, I just, do what I do and pick it up. But yeah, normally I like double check it. But normally if I'm doing this, I'll do like 2 or 3 in the same color. So I have a lot more here. So I don't have that problem with, there not being any there or whatever. Okay. And there's my doily. And you can see, Carol, you were asking, you can see with the drape, it doesn't. Yeah, and you could have a little, and I mean, you can see the drape it's got on my hand. I mean, yeah, it's not hard and crunchy at all. I mean, you can tell the drape. So, yeah, so there's my green. And I love it. So, I mean, it went from this to this. That's a big difference. Considering the small amount of work that I did to get it, to have it match everything. So now I got to do a pink one. Oops, I got my little. I have to fill my bottle up. I know, right? I seen it and I was like, oh, I love it. I'm on the hunt, and I meant to do it. I had it wrote down to do today and I didn't get to it because it's been one of those days, but I want to see if they have it like in 8-ounce bottles, because I can tell just from, when I bought these, this is something I'm going to use a lot of, just color wise. But yeah, I mean, there's just nothing to it. And I had green paint on there. Thought I got it all off. Oh no. Oh no. So hold on. I'm going to spray it down a little bit and put some water on it, and we'll see. I probably need to wipe my hands really good too. So hold on a second. Let me. Sorry, I'm squeegeeing it over with my silicone brush so it doesn't run off the edge of my board. And I usually have baby wipes in here, but oh, Lori, get some rest, honey. I know your head's hurting you real bad. Take it easy, dear. Now, I did put a lot more water down with this time, so it may, pick it up more. Be safe, Lori, and get some rest. I know you haven't been feeling good for the last couple days. Let's see if you get enough water in there. I still got green paint on me. It's dried on there, the part that I have. It'll wash off with soap and water, but I'm just spraying it with water. And so you can just sort of squeeze it and work it through, is what I usually do. And then I lay it out, and that's when I check to see if there's any spots that are missing. And, I try to usually make sure I don't have any spots. If I do, I try to squeeze it through a little bit. That's good. I'm going to throw it to the side. Oops. And my phone just went crazy doing something. Are you guys having issues there? Because I have no idea what this just did. Hold on. My phone just went crazy on the edge of my thing and started flashing, so I don't know if it's got issues. And it looks like it's put people in timeout, which I have no idea why it's done. So I'm trying to go through and add everybody back in if it's... For whatever reason, it like went through and it was sitting here and it just started flashing for no reason. So I don't know if YouTube's like having issues. I know it did this the other day and it kept deleting people and all kinds of stuff. Is anybody having... Nobody's in there? Yeah, I don't know what... This is something with YouTube is having issues. I'm trying to get it figured out. Can you guys see any of the messages and stuff now? I don't know if YouTube just had a glitch because everything just went blue on my screen and then everybody was gone. Elizabeth, does it have anybody out or... Okay, hold on. I'm trying to... Okay. Can you see any of the things or does it keep deleting them? I'm trying to... Okay, is everybody still here? Okay, Elizabeth, can you add them back out? Can you add them if they're in timeout? I don't know what it did if like if I lost internet and it went crazy on my phone or what. I'm trying to re-put the messages back in, but I'm not sure it's showing them up. Did it pull them back in? Okay, is everybody back in? Okay, thank you, Elizabeth. I'm not sure what the deal is. There's nothing on my phone or anything, so I don't know. It just went crazy and everything started flashing and then people disappeared. So I'm not sure what. Okay, see if maybe it'll let you add them back in. I mean, if we lose the comments, you only see one deleted comment, Kathy? Well, maybe if you can go in and add them, view them, it'll let you do it. I don't know. Sometimes YouTube just goes crazy for no reason. Facebook does the same thing. Is she still gone or is she back? Maybe it's when they're timed out, it won't let you see their, if they sent out, they like block their messages or something, maybe. Oh, is Carol gone too? Oh, not my Carol. Carol's an old timer around here. So there's the pink, and that was just natural cotton fabric. Just like the natural cotton in its natural color. Carol, are you still here? Let me know if you're here, dear. Who knows? You're still in timeout, but you're there. Okay. Well, Carol may have left too because no, I let it dry, and once it dries, I've never washed mine because, just like if you paint in your journals, on a page, it dries. Yeah, I don't wash mine afterwards. I just let it dry, and I make sure it's dried completely. So if I'm gonna make a journal, then I will, color all my stuff, a couple days ahead of time just to make sure. And I dry it with a gun, but I just as a sort of a double thing or whatever. Yeah, but I don't ever wash mine because once it's dry, it's done. Okay, huh. Well, I wonder if because they're in Australia. Huh, I don't know. Who knows? I don't know what happened. Like I said, it was sitting here, and then all of a sudden the screen just went blue and everybody was gone. So I don't know what it did. I don't know if it crashed. You're in California? But yeah, see, so I mean it dyes a real pretty pink. And then I always just sort of, squish it through to make sure that it gets. Yep, I can see you, Kylara. Kylara's here. Carol may have left. She comes and goes sometimes because it's like, with them being in Australia, it's their lunchtime. So, if her husband's home but see, that dries a pretty, pretty pink. Okay, well, if we lost the messages, that's fine. That's the least of my worries. I'm more worried about losing them. No, I think YouTube had a glitch of some sort. It happened the other day and was throwing people in timeout for things that weren't even timeout worthy. Thank you, Melissa. Melissa stays back there so quiet, ever faithful, but so quiet. So what is everybody else working on tonight? Or are you working on anything? See, look at my teeny tiny little lace. That's how fast that goes. I mean, it was just nothing. Yes, you can do it with any color paint. And I just use the Folk Art acrylic, but you can do, yeah, I seen you put a few up there. Okay, well, I don't know what the deal is. But yeah, you can do it with any color paint. I'm just doing this because the journals I'm getting ready to do are coming up in this color. So let's see. I'm trying to see what other colors stuff I want to do. Ooh, I want to do some of this. Oh, Mother's Day card journal. Nice. Okay, you guys, I'm pulling out my fancy stuffs. It's probably one of my favorite laces. Cutting. Oh, yeah. See, I hate cutting out digitals. I love digitals, but I hate cutting them out. Mother's Day card journals. That sounds so fun. I sent my mom her card today in the mail because I know that's my favorite. It's expensive, which I do get a wholesale, so I mean it makes it a lot easier. But I had somebody actually ask me, April's in the house. Oh yeah, I bet my kids do that all the time. April, I missed you. Oh, to cut some digitals, the silhouette. I know. I use my. Well, I was using my Scan and Cut the other day. Now, if you want some really nice, I can show you in a minute. But If you want some really, really nice fussy cut images, My Porch Print has some really, really good ones. Oh, yeah, do that. Do that. We would love to see. So there's my pretty pink. Isn't that gorgeous? I don't use that much of it because it's like, you know, the high dollar stuff. Ooh, nice. See, Kyla jumped on there. Woo, April's here. She's been playing hooky. Okay, what do I want to? I gotta use that up on something. Hold on, I'm looking through my lace bucket. Seeing what I got. I know, I love this pink. I am just in love with this pink, you guys. You have no idea. The paper doilies. I have not tried a paper doily. But hold on, I have one and I will try. This one's going to be more of a lighter pink because I put so much water in it, which is fine. It'll still have that same tone, but it'll be lighter because of the type of lace that it is. That's what I call my edging lace. And you can see how much it dyed, but because I used so much water, and this is a nylon based, so it's a little bit lighter, not a lot, but you know, that is always sort of see-through. So it always comes out a little lighter. Let me wipe this up. Yeah, light pink is good no matter what color it is, it works. I don't want to use a ton of water on this if I'm going to try a paper doily because, you know, but I don't want it to be globby and painty either. I want it to be more dyed than painted. So I just keep mixing it up. I know, I'm so excited. I can't wait till Monday to work on my journal. What happened? A ton of the comments disappeared. A bunch of people got thrown in timeout. I don't know if like YouTube glitched or what. Okay, so I've got some of the little bitty paper ones laying here. So here we go. Because I've never done the paper ones. I don't usually dye them. I leave them white. So I'm going to just sort of turn it that way. I'm just trying to make sure. Okay, let me lift it up. Turn it over this way. Trying to make sure that I'm just rubbing real light because you know how fragile these are when you do it. Okay, let me lift it up. Let me hold this on my hand and see how it does when I dry it. Let me, you know what? Let me go ahead and wipe this up because this is dripping off. It was maybe too much water, but I didn't really want to paint it. I wanted it more to like permeate the. Yeah, see, it's dripping off, which is fine. I don't care so much about that, but. I know, right? Yes, they are. But you know, when you coffee dye them or tea dye them, you have such a problem with them ripping apart. They just, you know, if you bake them in the oven or whatever, if you set them out to dry even, they get real fragile. So this may be, you know, a better way to do them. They're not as fragile. And the acrylic in the paint, I gotta get that off my hand because it's starting to get hot. The acrylic in the paint might, you know, add some strength to them. I don't have any cheese. I meant to grab. I was going to bring some in here just to make you laugh, April, but I totally forgot about it. Yeah, see, it's lightening up as it dries. It's sort of getting, but that white's where it was on my hand. So that's my fault. Yeah, so you just want to lay it flat. You know where you're, because my hand pulled the paint off, but even still, it doesn't look real bad. I mean, not as it looks like it does when you know, you always sort of get that splotchiness when you tea dye them or coffee dye them. Sometimes, let me try to spray a little bit of water and see if I can. Sometimes that'll pull the paint, you know, make the paint move around a little bit, and see if that helps a little. Where my hand was, because I don't like that white spots in there. Ooh, that sounds good, April. I was supposed to go to the grocery today, and my husband ended up going for me, and he brought back extra sharp, I think is what I've seen. Let me lift that up so it's not totally stuck down. Yeah, April always jokes we're going to eat wine and cheese. Uh-oh. She was here. She's here. I don't know if she's quiet. I know she was having issues, but she got her phone fixed. When you get towards her, what do you, service or whatever, the plan that she has or whatever, gets all crazy, and they like lower your megabytes that you can download or whatever. And apparently she's spent too much time on YouTube or whatever, so it like did whatever to her phone. So she was using my dad's, but she got hers back, got everything fixed on it today. So she was on here, but she's got my 18-year-old out there too, so she may be goofing around with him, you know, trying to do 5 things at once. There you go. Kathy, what do you think? And see, it's just like, it's a little bit, I guess because it's paper, it's a little more, what is the word I want to use? I wouldn't say rough. It's not hard or crunchy or anything, but there's more strength to it. It feels more durable. Yeah, and so, you know, it looks, I'm the one that, you know, when I try to bake them, they fall apart and they roll up and they get all crazy. So I actually like this, and I never did the paper doilies. Yeah, it's more sturdy. There's more of a, I think it actually, I mean, I don't want to pull on it because obviously they're thin, but it does add more. It's not hard and it's not crunchy, but there's more thickness yeah, it's like it has an acrylic coating over it, is what it is. It's got an acrylic coating on it. That's why. If I'd have thought about that. But yeah, it turned out pretty good. So I'm happy with that. I'm gonna have to do some more of those. Let me dry this out. Get my little lace here dried. See, you can see it real good on there. It turned out really pretty. It's just a really thin, delicate lace, so it's not going to show much anyway. Well, I mean, I've dyed doilies before, but I always dye it with paper. I never do it with my lace and stuff because it's paper. I throw it in with my paper. So, yeah, I'm totally stoked to be able to do that. I never thought about doing it because I just do it with my paper. So, that's done. That didn't take long at all. I love this one. Look at that. That's so gorgeous. Ooh, I got to do some green in that. That'd be pretty in the green. Oh. You're so funny, Elizabeth. I told you guys, I don't know everything. Just because I sit here and do these videos does not mean. I know. I love this. Yeah, that's how I always do it, Elizabeth. You know, when I dye my paper, even if, well, I dye my paper in different ways too, but yeah, I like the pink. It came out really good. I'm actually surprised it took the paint as good as it did. I've not used this kind of paint. I don't know lots. I'm a jack of all trades and an ace of none. The paper doily, yeah, we did the paper doily, and it took it. I'm happy with that. That's what I do. I know a lot about everything and a little bit about nothing. Yeah, I love this lace. It's one of my favorites. And this is one of my favorite little laces. Oh, with the glitter. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You can use that. And she's talking about, I do a, I don't want to say vintage photo collage glue, basically. I don't know. I'm not sure what you call it. I made it up myself. And use it. I didn't throw it across the table. I have my pile of my stuff over here. You were gone. You didn't get to see all the green. Look at the green we made. And green lace. And green cheesecloth. I do not accept with your Battenberg laces. They get pretty crazy. I usually do that right before I'm going to use them. I don't worry about it so much because I'll just throw this in a jar or whatever and pull it out. There's our cotton, which is going to look really good. Yeah, it's yeah. Yeah, Elizabeth. Yeah, the vintage photo one. This will look really good on my snippets, you guys. So I'm going to use some of these for, as I'm going to make a snippet to be able to cut off of. I might do that tomorrow night. I might make my snippet roll tomorrow. Well, it's not going to be really a roll, but it's going to be a nice big piece, you know, to go through a couple. Well, I may make a big one because I really like these colors, so I know I'm going to use them again. You got your numbers cut out. Oh, I hear you. It seems like it takes forever to cut stuff out. Okay, there's that one's dry. Yeah, it does. It does take a long time to cut everything out. It's the worst part about starting a new journal is, to me, is getting all the digital. If you're using digital, is getting all the digital stuff ready. And then it drives me nuts. And I probably do it too. So I'm not, you know, by any means saying my digitals are perfect. So don't think that I even said that because I do it too. But it's my pet peeve with digitals. You think I'd watch it more careful with mine. But I hate when you're cutting stuff out and you have like a whole bunch of like rectangle things in a row. And you're like just booking along because you're going along that straight edge. And then all of a sudden you're like an eighth of an inch over. It's just enough that you have to stop and like reposition your scissors. It drives me crazy. Oh, French fry bags today. Awesome. Yeah, that's me, April. Green is my favorite color. I'm not a pink person. I like green. But with the Jane Austen kit, that's pink is just spot on for it. But yes, green is my favorite color. Oh yeah, Kylara, yes. Oh, I know. I have been playing with that deli paper like crazy. I love that stuff. I've been making all kinds of stuff out of it. I made some little envelopes. Were really cute. Oh my gosh, the little envelopes are so cute. Now I did dye the yeah, me too. Oh, really? You like green? I love green. But I like naturey things too. So there's the pink and the green. And then the green's a little bit bigger because I can use it for nature journal. So I used a bigger doily. And then I did do the cream for some of my, for my cheesecloth base instead of the white. The glassine envelopes. Yeah, you just I use the glassine envelopes and do them just like I do my regular envelopes. So, oh, is it? Wow, nice. Yeah, but look, that almost looks like a flower. That looks like a rose right there. That actually would be really cute. If you were doing a rose journal to do that and put a big rose in the middle, it'd be really pretty. Yep, so let me spray my glass here and get it cleaned up a little bit. Let's see, what time is it? Oh, it's 10:30. So I will, I don't know, some of you guys seen them the other day, I think, because if you were here on the live, we were talking about fussy kittens. I think it was Kylara. My Porch Prince has some, and I cut them out on my Scan and Cut, but their fussy cuts are amazing, and they cut out really good. So I was really happy with how they all cut out. And I mean, even this is all my floral stuff, but even the mushrooms and stuff, you know, cut out really good. You got 2 more hours left. Yee! Oh my gosh, you guys. I know. She's got woodland ones. She's got flowers. She's got butterflies. She's got, oh my gosh, there's a ton of them. She's got like, I think like 8 or 9 different sets. Oh my gosh, you guys want to see what I found today? If I can find them. What did I do with them? Hold on. You guys are going to scream. I found them. Let me grab them. I got to find them. I have a couple things. It isn't for me. When you buy a Scan and Cut, it comes, I don't have mine here because my Scan and Cut's in the other room. It comes with a little plastic spatula, and you just slide it, and it's angled, so it goes right up underneath of them, and it pops it off. I found more vintage cards, April. There's trains and roses. Look at that. I'm in love. Oh, I have a couple of the roses. I didn't know what all I had. There's some with earrings on them that are so cool. There's some Art Deco ones. A light tack mat. You know what? I cheat. My tack ran out on my mat a long time ago, and I use washi tape. Look, and I got these. Aren't they pretty? Oh, it's upside down. I found those. Isn't that crazy? I've been going through my stash. I know, right, April? I've been going through my stash and trying to minimize it because, like, oops. Like, say, like the squirrel. It's a full deck. I've never even opened them. I just have this stuff. I have, let me put this up here. 3 of these full. 3 of cards. It's crazy. I do, Kylara. Then I went through my sticker box. Look, I have, do you guys like thickers? Do you like thickers? No, wait, it gets worse. I have these, they're glittery. These are the glittery numbers. These are the varsity numbers. I have a bunch of these. And they're thickers. They're the varsity ones. And I have the little silver thickers. There's 2 of those. This isn't counting my share. There's 3 of these, and they're the ones that have the pink sides. And then there's the capitals. But it gets worse, you guys. Mindy, I just buy them because, you know, I find something and I think, okay, first of all, I used to teach in special education and daycare and all that. So I have a lot of stuff like that because, you know, when you're teaching kids, I have more letters. There's more. There's more, April. Look, there's those, and those are little bitty ones. Anybody like trees? Want some trees? Anybody need trees? There's little gold ones. Oh, there's. Oh, I think these are more of the ones earlier. Yep, more of the ones earlier. Look, there's these, and they're like raised copper. If you can see the copper. The steampunk, April. And then there's the little silver ones. There's little road trip warrior ones. Look, anybody doing a baby album? Seriously. That's crazy. And then there's like happy birthday girl ones, which is perfect if you're doing like a baby, something for a baby, or if you just have a daughter or whatever. Yeah, little pandas. Check out the horses. I had to have these because that horse right there. That horse is amazing. I mean, can you see that horse? Look at him. And little seed sacks and little horseshoes. Anybody doing Western theme? Oh, this is mine. That's mine though. I have one. There's one for New York. There's a couple Paris ones. I have no idea why I have this one. I seriously don't. Anybody do cruises and like palm trees? I have no idea why I would have even bought this in the first place. Seriously, I have no idea. Oh, look. And it's got the little things. Little corkboard. Oh, did you? Cool. And I love the gold, and it's got the pearls around them. And that was just stuck in there. I don't know why the blinks are there. These are cute. Anybody got a baby boy? This would be cute for a little boy's album. Little boy's journal. And there's another gold one. And there's the silver. It's crazy. And you know and there's more. Not stickers. That's all my stickers, you guys. That's all the stickers. These are not all the stickers that I have. These are the stickers that I'm getting rid of because I have more. It's crazy. It isn't. It's crazy. No, why? Oh, do you, Brenda? Nice. I have more of this. This is stuff that I've had, and I've got like 4 more things of this. And then there's the blue. That's really pretty. And there's a pink. And another rose. And these are the Anna Griffin. And like there's 6 in a thing. And I sold them for $2 a piece. But these are $19 a piece. It's crazy. We don't even want to get into stuff that I have. It's just crazy. And I've got 2 rolls of wallpaper. Full rolls of wallpaper. Like, I'll show you. And they're absolutely gorgeous. Oh, see, look. Well, I don't want to unroll it, but I don't know if you guys can see the flowers on there. And these almost have like a metallic look to them. I love this wallpaper. And it's got yellow, and it's got pink, and it's got blue in it. It's gorgeous. I love it. And then I got this one. That's got like wild roses in it. And it's like pinks and blues and yellows. It is gorgeous. I haven't even opened them. And I haven't even touched my colored buttons because I have a whole collection of colored buttons. Like, I thought I had a jar of them set here to use, but I don't know what I did with them. I have an ungodly amount of stuff, and that I didn't even touch my fabric. I have 2,000 yards of fabric, probably, if not more, and ribbons and just books upon books upon books upon books. So yeah, I have a ton of stuff. I need to clear it all out. So I am going through everything. And it's got to go. I don't have enough space. So it's crazy. I mean, it really is. Anybody need gray lace? I have a couple different panels like this of gray lace. Oh, there you go. I have a bunch of that. I have yards of that. It's got a stain on it right there. On that one spot is the only problem that's with it. So, I mean, there's just... It's crazy, guys. Does anybody... Yeah, you could easily do blue. I bet. Overdye the gray lace. Oh, with a different color? I don't know. I mean, because if you're doing like a Tim Holtz grunge, and that's why I didn't change it, because you can't find gray lace. And if you're doing like a Tim Holtz grunge or something, this is perfect. Yeah, so I didn't even consider overdying it, because it's gray. I mean, there's a lot of things you can use gray lace for. So, and you know, seriously, it was just so gorgeous. But yes, you could make it blue. You could do a lot of different things with it. Yeah. Yeah. See, Inspired, I'm with you. I am with you. I love gray. Seriously. I have yards of this. Yards. So, you know, I have way too much stuff, you guys. Vintage tablecloths. I mean, look at that. I know, right, April? That's exactly what I thought. I like grungy anyway. I mean, there's just... And that's just a little bit, you guys. That's not even starting to, you know, touch the surface. I have a little bit of everything. I mean, look at that. It's well, let me grab a piece of paper. Or well, this will work. It's white. Oh, sort of white. This is, I mean, it's copper. And it's like offcuts of stuff, and it's just... You need green? Anybody need green? Anybody want blue? And look at that. It's crazy. I mean, I've got tons of it, you guys. Oh, wait. There's more white eyelet with lace on it. Oh, I gotta bend over and get it. So I dropped it. There's cream and white of that. That. If I have something dark to put in it. Hold on, let me get rid of this white stuff. Did you want to know where is she pulling it from? I have a bucket that sits next to me. This is just... There's a green, and it's just like an offcut of let me put this here. There's that, and it's it is let's see, 24 inches wide. Yeah, if you just cut out the flowers. And this is a lime green. I have a couple different pieces of this. Oh, it looks blue. Green. Okay, well, here's blue. There's the green. This one right here. I love that. It's one of my favorites. I have a couple pieces of this, and this came off a wedding dress, and I love it. But yeah, and that's just, seriously, you guys, I am not being funny. That's just this little tote. And this little tote is not big. Sure, Kath. Anybody want some red? We just don't want to talk about what all I got, you guys. Seriously. I have this too. I just got cotton on each side of it that flares out. I'm like, that's perfect for a cover. Road trip to Indiana, Kathy Jean. You're so funny. IT dyed this, but I have a whole spool of this in cream. So that's why I said I have to get some of this out of my room, because right now, if you did come to my house, you can't get in there. It's too full. I have some dark green too. Oh, no, you wouldn't right now. You can't walk in it because I'm in the middle of sorting. And I have just too much. Too much. So I have to sort through, and I know, Linda, I love it too. Yes. I have a whole entire thing of it. This is what it looks like non-dyed. I coffee dyed that. This is what it looks like not dyed. See? So it's a real pretty cream. But yeah, I'm like, it's crazy. Oh, there's another one. So oh no, that's the stuff I've been pulling out, trying to get. I've got to go through. I have got to make space. So like, I have too much stuff. So I don't know. But yeah, I'm going to put it together and have another sale. I just don't know when to do it. Yeah, Kyler. I will when I can actually clean it out enough that I can get through it. I have like totes of stuff, you guys. It's just insane. But yeah, I have to go through everything. I've got Reader's Digest books. Oh, Kathy Jean, you want to see the Civil War stuff? The Civil War reproduction fabric? Hold on. This is my favorite. So these are my Civil War fabrics. These are Civil War reproduction fabrics from the 1860s. So there's that one, and 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 this one, which is extremely rare because this pink, they didn't do a lot of pink, but these are all Civil War reproduction. There's that one, that one, that one, That one. That one. That one. That one. That one. Some of these are smaller pieces because I've used some of it. That one. There's that one. That was a little bitty one. There's that one. There's, oopsie, that one. Sorry if it's going crazy. These prints are sort of crazy. That one. Stop it. Stop. There's a green. I'll try to, hopefully it'll, okay, I'll try to put this over there. This is one of my favorites. The green one. I like it. There's that one. That would be great for a nature journal. There's that one. Yes, I have a bunch, you guys. And some of them there's multiples of. Yeah, my video flashes because my camera's not happy because of the crazy prints. And there's that one. That one. That one. That one. That one. That one, which is a little sliver. There's that one, the paisley, and there's that one. That one. That one. That one. And that one. And that's just my Civil War stuff. Yeah, my camera wasn't too happy. Somebody asked for something and I don't remember what it was. Let's see. Oh, the Reader's Digest. I have a whole stack of them. Oops. This, believe it or not, was a Harlequin romance cover. Hold on, I'm trying to get to the... I know, Kylara, there's a ton of them, but that's gold. But these are the Reader's Digest I have. Some of them just ones. There's that one. I mean, seriously, I love this cover. I mean, and it is, let me pull the dust cover off. It is in, the spine is messed right here. But I mean, obviously, you know, we redo those anyway, usually. But yeah, the side covers are great. But it was separated like that when I bought it. But I love this. Hold on, there we go. So there's that one. There's this one, which would be great for like an herb journal. And these date back pretty. Some of these are like, woohoo, I almost dropped it. 1963. I know the Harlequin one's awesome. And again, the spine's off of here, but that's common with Reader's Digest because they got read so much. But I love this one. Then there's this one, which I just sort of like, even though, but this is sort of embossed. You can feel, oh, the spines are like that. Yeah, I think they're just weakened because of age, but I loved that. There's that one with the little red flowers on it. The one with the dust cover. Hold on. 1963. I'm gonna have this one, which I like the ones that have like the embossing on them. So, I mean, those are the ones I tend to get. Oh, you're welcome, Judy. I have tried for probably 5 years to find another one of that one, and I cannot find it. Okay. Are you guys ready? This is probably my all-time favorite cover from Reader's Digest. It's seahorses. Isn't that cute? I mean, serious. I love it. And this one is 1962. But I love the seahorses. I think it's so cute. So yeah, these are the only I mean, I've got some others, but I'm not going to pull them out because some of them are in like really, really bad condition. But those are the main ones that, you know, I might consider giving up. But I have some next month, please. Oh, really? That's so funny. Sold, it's mine. Hold on.
You can ask me what got them for you. Books.
So when I say I like old books,
She means it.
I really like old books. This one is a Treasury of Great Mysteries. And it is 1957. And I bought it just because I liked the paper. But I liked it. This is St. Urban's Horseman. And I like this. I like the gold print down the side. But I love the embossing. I don't know if you guys see the embossing on there. It's so cool. And it is 1971. So it's newer, but I like the embossing. I thought that'd be really pretty for like a men's journal right after payday. This is called The Fiercest Heart. Some of you guys may recognize some of these books. It is a newer one but it's from 1960. But it has, I don't know.
Sherlock Holmes Journal, the first one was.
If you guys can see these pages, they're like so thick.
And uneven.
And, you know, they're just so rigid and just. This is Kipling's. Yes. Kipling's. And some of these don't have pictures on the front, but I loved the pictures in this. And this is from 1956. But it's Rudyard Kipling. And it's got awesome pages in it. I just liked it because it was old. I like old things. This is North to the Orient. This is the one by Charles Lindbergh's daughter. But let me try to find all the little maps inside are copies of the maps that he actually drew himself, which I thought was pretty neat. So, I mean, and it's Charles Lindbergh. You don't even hear a whole lot about him, nor do you ever see anything from it. But yeah, he actually drew the little maps in there. And I think this is from 1935. But yeah, there are actually some pictures and stuff in there too, which I thought was pretty cool. And this is called The Prodigal Parents. It's by Sinclair Lewis. Look at that. Look at that cover.
It's worn the imprint.
I know it's war. Yeah, the actual embossing on the front. I don't know if you guys can see his picture embossed on there. And it's so cute. Oh wow, I love that kind of stuff. This is from 1938. I just like it because it's old. This is 6 complete novels. I was so mad that it had this on the front. But I loved the color of this book. Just the green is why I grabbed it. And then, yeah. And then when I got home, it was 1958. So I love those. I just love. And I mean, there's some pretty cool pictures in here of different things. Like there's a landing and stuff. But I love those uneven pages on the end. I'm always like, oh, I'm going to use that for something. Okay. Here for all you women that are, you know, Been around a little longer than I am. Remember Hints from Heloise? Here's Heloise all around the house, which I just got because I thought was sort of cute. And it's from 1965. I mean, it's just a plain cover, but you know, the whole Hints from Heloise I thought was fun. Does it have the same pic inside the book? Are you talking about the Sinclair Lewis? I didn't say you grandmas. I thought it did, but it may not. It may have been. I have other books too. They're like crazy. My latest find that I got is actually a set. It's 7 books. 7 books. Yes, I said 7. They are 7 books. The 3rd, the 4th, 5th, and the 6th. Of course, there's the primer and the first one. And I got them at my library book sale. And they're like in mint condition, you guys. It's crazy. Oh, these are in my, yes, text Judy, all 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And they're each different. There's one for each grade level. I got this at my, guess how much I paid for this, you guys? Guess how much? What would you think these were worth? And it was at my library book sale. Hold on, April, I'm looking. The green ribbed cover. Are you talking about this one? Nope. It went into a bag on the $4 a bag day. You know when they have fill a bag for $4? I filled a bag for $4. I got this in like a whole bunch of other books because they had huge, huge, huge bags. Is this what you're talking about, April? That has the ships in it? Is this what you're talking about? It has all the spring selection, and it has all the colored pictures inside. That's pretty neat. No, with the lady on the the one that had the goobery thing on side. Okay. Sorry, there was several ladies. So you talking about this one? Just the green one? Yeah, it's got that inside of it. If that's the one you're talking about, you have to tell me. There's a lot of green books down here. But yeah, so if that's the one you're talking about. But yeah. Oh, there you go. But yeah, I got it into a bag for $4, and the lady's like, "Oh my gosh, this fit in the bag," and I'm like, "Yeah." And she goes, "And you got all these other books in there," and I'm like, "Yeah." And she goes, "Oh well," and gave it to me for $4. I know. Look, I'll show you some of them because each one's different. And other than somebody where they handprint their names in them, that's the only thing that's on there. It may have somewhere inside, I'll have to say. But I mean, somebody's bought them and just set them up. And they're from, hold on, let me find the thing. They are from, this is the 1920 version. Let me see if all the, yeah, it's 1920. So 1920. I told my husband I should like scan them all, but I'm too scared I'll break them, so I just leave them alone. Hold on, let me see. Let me see if I can find it somewhere. I think I looked through before and seen if I could find it, but couldn't find it. But it may be a black and white picture in here that I overlooked. I was looking. Let me see what the names of the stories are. That would probably help. Let's see. Maybe back towards the back. Yeah. Yeah, they're worth quite some money for being a set, but it's one of those things that I have decided will pass to my children because I just don't have the capacity to sell them or do anything with them. I'll let my kids do it when I'm gone. I don't see the picture inside, which is sort of weird because, yeah, they usually are. And it may be on a page and I'm just not. Yeah. So, and you guys, that is just a few. That was like this much of a section that I had on my bookshelf. I have a bunch. Look, April, I do have something you'll like. If I can. You want that? It's the complete tales. Every story or poem that he wrote. So, yes. Oops, it's upside down. My daughter was reading it, so she's put the thing back on upside down. Yeah. Every single one of them. The Pit and the Pendulum. Yes, it goes from here to here to here. These are his poems that he wrote in his youth. And then like The Raven, Lenore, all of those up there. And then his actual stories he wrote. There is oh, well, it's hidden down here. 842 pages. I told you I have books. I like books. My daughter was reading some of them, so I think she's put the best cover back on wrong. Drives me crazy. Oh, yeah, I love Edgar Allan Poe. I have a ton of stuff by him. And I have, did I show you? I showed you the picture of the ones coming that are from 1902 that are the original works. I've got those coming too, so I'm pretty excited about that. But I have Sonnets of William Shakespeare, the leather one. This was worth a whole $1 when somebody bought it. Let's see. 1961. And it's got all the pictures. I mean, I've just got a ton of stuff. You know, Irish childhood stories. Astronomy books. Yes, I do. I would have to look to see what they are because that's something I don't really get out a whole lot. I have a couple of them, not a lot of them. Poems by Helen Steiner Rice. Oh, look, there's a little thing where it was bought. And this is from 1981, so it is an older one, but I love the pictures in here. Yeah, so am I, April. On my mom and my dad's side. So it's got some really good flower pictures in it. Of course, they're all like 1970s flowers, which, have their own look to them. So yeah, there's a lot of flowers in there. And I've got oops. I've got a mess. Look, I will just share a little bit of my. If you don't want to hang around and just watch, you don't have to, guys. I'm just sharing. I keep telling April I love books. I have Kate Greenway's Family Treasury, and this is absolutely gorgeous. If you haven't seen any of, you know what? Let me move these so I can get down lower so you can see. There, you can see more. I don't know when this is from. This is from, let's see, XX 79. A is for apple pie. So it's got the ABCs by Greenway. I mean, seriously, you guys. I have one that you might remember, April. A book that you might remember. That's funny. I'll have to get it. But yeah, so I mean, there's, you know, all of her pictures. I have one that I just bought recently. Oh, Brenda does? Awesome. So there's that one. Oops. See, this one I got for 99 cents. This is the Calico Book of Mother Goose. And I think it's from, let's see, where's it at? I don't even, 88. But it actually has the calico border on it. All the Mother Goose stuff, which is pretty cool. So that's a pretty cool book, I thought. I like it. But let's see. This is a treasury of Stephen Foster. I happened across this in Kentucky. And it's signed by the author. But it's got really cool pictures in it. And it is 1946. It is in really, really... Yeah, that's newer than what I had too. I mean, I was born in 76, but it's a music book. But every song has the painting in the front of it. And it's like in mint condition. It's one of those I don't have the heart to like, look at that picture though. And it's got the old songs in it by him. Look, that'd be perfect for like a Wild West. I mean, there's just a ton of them. The Camptown Races, if you remember that song. So there's just a Laura Lee. There's just a ton, and I mean, it's like 200 pages thick. I mean, look at that. Isn't that pretty? Let me go look. So yeah, there's just a ton of stuff in here. So I loved this one. I know, right? The illustrated Victorian songbook. Okay, first of all, it won't even fit in the screen, but do you see the ads on the end cover? I was like, oh, I found this. I was so excited. And I'm like, but I can't cut it up. And let's see, I was trying to see when the forward is on this. I remember 1984, but there's a ton of stuff in there. But it's all Victorian stuff, so it's got like some really cool pictures, songs in it. but all the songs have like these little Victorian pictures around it. I mean, some of it's like really cool, but they're all like Victorian age. But there's like tons of like little ephemera things around the edges and pictures and all kinds of stuff. So I'm like, I don't know what may happen with that. Well, thanks, Melissa. Illustrated tales from Hans Christian Andersen. These are cool. These pictures in here are just amazing. I told you I have this passionate love for books. And then with pictures in here, I mean, just every page you flip has, you know, every page has a picture on it, which I love. So, I mean, some stories that are familiar, some that aren't. I do too. I love the pictures in here. Look, the Tin Soldier. I mean, there's just the Nightingale. I mean, look at that bird on there. I mean, it is a gorgeous book. I love this one. Now, this book is by, hold on, I have to look inside and see. This book is called The Birthday Book. It's from 1992, so it's newer. Tormont is where it came from. I got this to cut up. I just haven't done it yet. So there is like spices and I love the fact that, you know, it has the pictures that go along with it. So, I mean, there's like, but like every month has, you know, different flowers with it. But I love these pictures. And they're like, the size that they are, they're almost perfect for a journal size. Oh, thanks, Dex Judy. Like I said, this doesn't touch nothing. And this is just, I have a ton. But I love the pictures in here are just gorgeous. Well, I can't see, but there we go. I mean, they're just, look at that. I mean, they're just gorgeous. And every week, so I like it because it has the big picture, but then on the back, it has the whole entire week. I actually thought about taking all these pages and just making a yearly planner out of it. And then, you know, putting my pages in between, because it's short enough, you could still cut your pages down to make a big size journal out of it. And then that's what the front looks like. But it's just to write down birthdays, anniversaries, and special days to remember. So I like that. The Altherin Book of Days. Legends in the World retold throughout the year. So like every day there is a story to read for every day, but they're all like during King Arthur's time. I can get it out. But they're all like older pictures. So they're like just different, but I just sort of like the way that it laid out with, I mean, they're like really, really old pictures. So not so much you're like newer, but the whole vintage sort of, you know, Knights of the Round Table, you know, that type of Renaissance. But yeah, so I'm like, if you did a Renaissance one, this one would be idea. But then like every day is a section you read, and when you go from the front of the book to the back, by the time you get to the back, you get the whole story. So I thought that was pretty cool. So I did pick that one up. And this one's called A Year of Prayers. Look at the little lamb. And look, somebody's little kid got a hold of it. But it actually has like the signature page in the front, which I thought was pretty cool. And this one is from 1992, so it's a little newer. But it's got, look at the flowers even along the table of contents. Got it for 99 cents. You got what for 99 cents? Oh, you're Brenda, never mind. Oh, are you? Nice. But I mean, look at the little pictures, they're just so cute. But it has some really cool pictures. But there's like all kinds of little prayers and stuff, and then there's little pictures that go along with them. Like the school one. I mean, look at how cute that is. Games and hobbies. Christmas time. And this is another one of those that I thought, even if you took it and, cut here and cut here, sort of cut it down around the square frames, that you could, I seen it, Brenda, after I asked that. You could cut it down and actually make, a bigger size journal out of it. Oh yeah, they are so neat. Like, look at all the little animals and stuff around it. I mean, it just had some really pretty pictures. And that, there are like little prayers for like kids. But I thought even to cut out just the little pictures, there's so many that I thought was pretty cool. And that, they sort of have that like watercolor vibe to them. Look at the little spring ones, so cute. And Lent and Easter, and look at the bumblebee and the little, I mean, there's just a lot of different cute little things in there. I mean, you could totally decorate the pages up and then, throw some coffee dyed paper in between it and call it good. This would be cute to have because it goes through everything. Just sort of record a year in your life or whatever. But yeah, so that's another favorite of mine. But I have others, but I'm not going to keep pulling them out and showing you guys because I would be here all night, you guys. So that's just a few, but I just thought I would share with you guys because I know I was saying, I had all these books and some of you were like, what? Oh, it's called Voyages in Space. Yes, hit up science museums and stuff like that. Also, you may go and look online at NASA because you can download some things from there, like pamphlets and stuff that have really cool illustrations in them. Well, thank you. Is it Lamia? I don't want to say it wrong. Lamia. Okay. Thanks for stopping in. Yeah, and Amanda, you may want to look too for Renaissance stuff. You may look in England or just call you Carrie. Okay, that works. I think you told me that before, but I forgot. You might look into, if you look on, you would have to Google it or search for it. Look under Ohio Renaissance Fair because Ohio has a Renaissance Fair and they may have some brochures and stuff like that on there. Yeah, April, that's how I am. I don't have the heart to, so they just become part of my collection. Good night, Carrie. Thanks for stopping in. Please stay safe and healthy. Okay, guys, it is almost 11:30. I guess I'm going to wrap it up. Does anybody have any questions, any comments? All of our gorgeous little doilies, we call her today. They came out so pretty. I did enjoy. I think they did. And you guys got to see a little bit. Oh, are you? What part of Ohio you're from? Because I live on the Indiana-Ohio line. I live, if you're familiar with Oxford Miami University, that's where I'm at. So good night. Good night. Oh, no, Marty, we're here. Oh, yeah, I just finished. Columbus. Okay, you're up by the Columbus Zoo is really, really nice. Yep, that's about 3 hours from me. Goodbye, Elizabeth. Thanks for stopping in. Thanks for sharing your link. Thanks for helping out with it going crazy. Oh, Marty, we did miss you. East Liberty every day. East Liberty where? Oh, wow. Kylara, where are you from? I know you've already probably told me, and I just don't remember. Okay, yeah, that's right. Where are you? Remind me of what area you're from. Sorry, I apologize, but Good night, Marty. Stay safe. Thanks for tuning in. Love you. Please be careful. And see you tomorrow if you tune in tomorrow. That's right. You're in Peru. Oh, you're in Canada. That's right. Okay. Yeah, I'm in Indiana. So I knew that. You did tell me that. I knew you were from Canada. Woo! Because I kept wanting to think you were from Australia, but you're not, and I knew that. Okay, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Please stay safe. Have a great day. Have a great Saturday / Saturday night if you're getting there. Oh, you too, Linda. Thanks for tuning in. You guys have a great evening. We will see you tomorrow. Again, stay safe. Be careful. With everything going on out there, please be careful. And we will see you tomorrow at 9:00. Love y'all. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, Kylar, I am closer to you than most people, I bet, huh? That's funny. Yeah, that's not that far away. I've actually been to Peru, Indiana, which is like almost as north as you can get in Indiana. So good night, Kath. Night, Kylara. Thanks for tuning in and being with us. Thanks, Amanda. I'm going to end up making some kind of rose out of this doily yet, you guys. I'm telling you guys, just so you know. Okay. You guys stay safe. April, are you still on here? Did April leave? April left. Yep. Thanks for tuning in. Good night, April. I thought you were still hanging around somewhere. I hadn't seen you. I was trying to make sure I say good night to everybody, but I hadn't seen you. Good night. Stay safe and healthy. Get some sleep. I heard you. I was trying to make sure I got everybody and I didn't hear you, so I thought I missed you. Okay, guys, I'm going to get off here now and shut it down. So I will see you tomorrow. Have a great day. If you need me or anything, just send me a private message or hit me up on the Facebook group. We will see you later. All right. Good night. Love you. Stay safe.